Why'd you click that? What drove you to click that? What could have possibly compelled you to click that? Look, let's just get it out of the way right at the beginning. You're a gooner. It's okay. Everybody goons. He goons, she goons, I, it, they goon. Everybody's gooning out here, and it's just your turn. And this time, you were caught in 4K, but that's okay. We're caught in 4K together. I made the video. You clicked on it. We're stuck here. Let's enjoy ourselves. With that out of the way and your pants preferably zipped up, hello and welcome back to Binging Last Season, where this week we're talking about what happens when the main character is ass. And I don't mean they're bad, I mean they're ass. It's just one person's ass that takes up a significant amount of the screen time. It's very confusing. The anime in question is Let This Grieving Soul Retire, and the grieving soul in question is me, because it'll be a fucking miracle if this video goes up by Saturday, because I have been obsessively playing Warhammer Total War to the detriment of my own health. I mean, I have been forgetting to eat. I haven't been able to put this video together. I'm doing the recording on Friday night after midnight. My neighbors are probably awake, or if they're not, they're gonna be. But we'll shelve my conquest of Karaza Karak for later, because right now we need to talk about this ass. I mean this ass. There's so much in this anime, bro. At this point, I feel like I should talk about it first, because there are so many shots in this anime that really tell you that anything else happening on screen is secondary. It's in the background, and in the foreground is this magnificent anime angle that you really can't get anywhere else. I don't know any other form of media that is so blatantly over the top and going like, we know why you're here. We know what you want to see. Come on, you little fucking gooner. Let me just get this out of the way. If these angles are going to break your immersion or your enjoyment of an anime, if you've watched anime like this before and those scenes and angles really made you uncomfortable, you're not gonna like this, because they show up consistently through the entire runtime. They're just every once in a while. It's just the most insane angle you've ever seen in your entire life. Like, the entire show is sculpted around one pair of thighs. It's really over the top. And actually, I believe it is, because if you watch the ending, look, I don't know if I'm about to like massively expose myself, and I shouldn't expose myself in a video about ass and gooning. But if you watch the ending sequence, which I'm obsessed with, by the way, hold on. I'm obsessed with the song. Okay, the song is an earworm, and it's fantastic. It samples these two screams. It's not the Wilhelm scream. They're maybe original. Maybe they got them from somewhere else. But it's just like this earworm that samples these screams over and over again, and in a way that's just like, it's musically very like upbeat and strange. It's just a strange song, but I enjoy it quite a bit. And there's something else to enjoy during the outro, which is just the whole outro is just a shot of the main character of the anime, this girl's ass, walking away from the camera for like an entire minute. And I don't know. I feel like the intention is to say, look at this ass for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Which, I don't know if I'm crazy. Maybe I'm supposed to be looking at the sun or other things in the frame, but instead I'm just like, yep, there's an ass walking away from me for like, wow, story of my fucking life, dude. But walking away from me for like 1.5 minutes, and I'm just staring at it, and at some point I just go like, am I the problem? And don't get me wrong, I most certainly am, but like, they're at fault too. It's kind of like you clicking on this video, but I'm the one who put the bait out there for you. You are the problem, but I'm right there with you. Now on to the second most important thing in this anime, the plot and the characters. Now every once in a while, you'll see a person in the background of these shots of Tino's ass. Oh, the girl that's attached to the ass in question is named Tino, by the way. You'll see a character in the background of these shots, and his name is Cry. And that's how I feel trying to explain this video while knowing that somewhere in heaven, my grandparents are looking down on me with shame. Cry is unfortunately both the weakest and the least sociopathic of his group of childhood childhood friends. So when they go on to become the most powerful people that anybody in the kingdom has ever seen, he becomes their clan leader, even though all he wants to do is leave and retire, hence the name. And every time he tries to leave their group, they just flat out refuse. He'll nearly get them killed repeatedly. He'll put them in dangerous situations, and they'll just say, oh, that's my cute childhood buddy for you. He's just trying to help me get even stronger. That's why he's the best. That's why he's our leader. Let's go. And he's just like, let me die. But his friends don't actually show up that often. Most of the show is about him being the clan leader and his interactions with other people, like Tino's ass and all the trouble he gets it into. Last week, I had more female viewership on my video than I have since my channel started. And I gained a bunch of subs. And I just want to say bye. I appreciate you guys for coming around. You know, I appreciate you for sticking with me for a week. And I fully realized, because I knew this was the next video I was going to make. I was just like, man, I'm so glad to see these people here. I'm going to miss them where they're gone. The first quest following Tino was pretty good, but I thought the second quest following most of the rest of the clan was actually better. And if anything, I was just kind of let down by the final few episodes of the anime. But I did enjoy it most of the time. What can I say, man? I'm just a sucker for like an off-screen legendary party, right? Like a debauchery tea party or Nine Zone Goal. Like a group of just the most OP people with a mysterious past that the main character comes from. Like, give me that shit. I'm eating out of the palm of your hand. Combine that shit with ass, which might be the worst sentence I've ever said. And you've got something that's pretty solid. Oh my god, I can't stop. Before I rate it, 2 notes that I forgot to mention over the course of this video. The first is that the intro has like these little cut-ins for every episode where they sort of give you a teaser of what's to come in the episode. I don't remember if anything specifically happened in there that you can't miss, but I did think it was pretty good. It made the intro seem different every time, which made it less troublesome to watch over and over again. So I would say, you know, it's a good thing to watch the intro every time for this anime. And then the ending has these little these little parts where, like, at the end of the earworm song that I mentioned earlier, the characters from the anime will rap about what's going on. And I know that sounds terrible, but it's not, I promise. It's actually pretty nice. So those are 2 things that you might want to make sure that you don't miss. The first time I watched this anime, I gave it a 9 out of 10. And it's good to watch things twice because in retrospect, I was wrong. It's an 8. It's not significantly worse. It just doesn't live up to being a 9. And again, the last few episodes are really not that great in general. It's really like an anime that peaks at the start and middle, and the last few are just kind of mid compared to the rest of the runtime. And also, I'm not rating it as a hentai. So, you know, maybe the first time I rated it, I was just like, hey, they're very good, 9 out of 10. Maybe my brain was off a little bit. I'm not sure what happened. I will say the only thing that melts my brain more than Tino's ass is Warhammer Total War, because oh my god, like the moment that I open this game, time ceases to function. I will be playing for what feels like a half an hour, and I'll look at my phone and it is 3 hours later. And that is how I ended up recording this at the very last second this week. I try to get my videos out on Thursday or Friday because they generally don't pick up for the first 2 days. Unfortunately, that was not an option as I'm desperately trying to finish my dwarf campaign because dwarfs suck. And I was just trying to get through it and auto-resolve it as fast as possible. And now I'm playing as the orcs. I'm having a good time. I'm using magic. I'm riding like hogs into battle. It's fucking great. I don't think I'll ever make a gaming video about Total War because like the effort that it would take to make something good out of that is just astronomical, and I don't think I have the potential. But if you are interested in any of these clips that I've been showing on the screen and you want to rot your brain as I have, the channel that got me into Total War Warhammer was the Grim Kleaper. I absolutely love his videos on the game. I'll link to one of them in the description of this video. And if you're interested in talking about anime that isn't always about ass, this is a special occasion. I promise. Feel free to join the Discord where there's a no NSFW rule. And if there isn't, I'm going to have to add it now. So I'll see you guys next week.